Let's talk some toys in here.
Hey, what's up everyone? Today's the Man-Child. Alright, so today for review, I just got in the new Masters Universe, Masterverse GRIZZLOR. It's part of the Masterverse Princess of Power subline. So yeah, they have a Princess of Power sticker for him. I like Hordak. Yeah, I didn't, GRIZZLOR's another figure I didn't see coming right away. You know, I know on Hordak's card art on the back, I think he had Manten and Leech were like in silhouettes, not GRIZZLOR, and I was like, you know, maybe at some point with this Masterverse line, be cool to see those guys, GRIZZLOR, Montana, Leech, and whatnot. But yeah, we get GRIZZLOR. Did a pretty cool job on him, but yeah, he's got fur up in here. Looks like that's pretty neat. Didn't see that coming. He could have did it all in molded plastic, like his loincloth. Got the typical Horde crossbow. That's what they're adding now as part of that Masterverse line, like Hordak, but done in the green, axe, some spare hands. And here's a quick look at the back of the box. Some of the Masterverse art with GRIZZLOR. Looking pretty neat. Of course, we have the Evil Horde logo up top here. And here's a closer look at the bio. You want to pause and read that. And dropping down, here's a quick look of all four figures in wave, I believe it's wave 9, the Masterverse series. Merman, right? We're doing GRIZZLOR now. I have Buzz-Off coming. I have Faker in hand. I'll show him real quick. Merman, yeah, I have him coming too as well, but these are all four. You want to check that out? There's a little teaser of Faker and card. You want to take a look at that? I'll try to get the review as soon as I can, but another figure came out. Yeah, really awesome. So, taking GRIZZLOR out of the box, give him a closer look. Yeah, great job. You know, it's I like the design, the way they went about him for the Masterverse. Very reminiscent of the Filmation GRIZZLOR. That's exactly where his inspiration seems like it come from, instead of, what the vintage or classics Origin did with the big crazy hair and stuff like that. So I'll bring his face in for a closer look. Look at all that detail. Got the fangs, open mouth. We have teeth painted in there. Now, yeah, the mouth isn't articulated, but we do. Let's see. All right, so we pull your armor down. Let's take a look at the head. Yeah, all the fur up top is all, slicked back, sculpted. I love the eyebrows, the yellow eyes painted in there. I'm zooming in for a close look. I'm going to check that out. I'm going back. So as far as the articulation, we can go forward, back. You're only going to spin left to right about that far because it does get hindered with this fur piece, which does remove. We'll do that soon. But check out the back, way it's all sculpted. Goes all the way down to about, yeah, right on top of the fur there. Yeah, awesome head design for this figure. So I'm going to do a little comparison real quick before we move down to the fur and buck. But you can see, so this was the Super 7 Filmation GRIZZLOR. That was part of that Filmation She-Ra cartoon. And pretty much these figures, if you're not familiar, was supposed to represent the figures like they jumped out of the cartoon. Super 7 did an okay job with them. They look good. A lot of QC issues with their stuff, but this is as close as you can get. But you can see exactly, like, yeah, the slick back hair, how the fur is designed, where this, obviously different from this GRIZZLOR. The Horde logo, chest harness. Now, he did come with a cool shield and that zapping wand thing. But this GRIZZLOR was all done and everything was molded in plastic, where this one I gave you fur. That's incredible. And then, of course, there's a quick comparison with the Origins GRIZZLOR, with just represent, obviously, the vintage. Classics is something very similar. It looks just like him, but you want to check that out. With all the messy, crazy hair, where this one's slicked back. Okay, so moving back on to GRIZZLOR, checking out his buck chest and this hair armor piece. Yeah, look at that. That's incredible. I love when they do this with these figures. They add fur, where like fur like the vintage or classics have, but of course on this armor piece. I'd like to see in this line would be Mossman. That would be cool. Flocked. Hopefully we see that. Well, first we got to get him in Origins first when he ever comes out. But anyway, yeah, first pretty neat. Wait, it's done real well in there. So it's all one piece. All right. Yep. So it looks like. So I don't know if there's a. Okay. So it looks like the armor piece goes over the fur. This where this horde symbol is a chest harness first, and then I guess the fur is separate. So let's see. Let's move the arms out for a second. All right. So yeah. So we have a couple straps over here, buckles. So we'll pop that one off like that. And of course, then break the other one apart. All right, then it looks like we have to take the head off. All right, so, all right, there's a close look at the head. Right, not on the body. There's a ball peg, and, oh, there we are. Okay, so there's the harness. Let's take that off. So the chest harness off the body. We'll take a close look at that. Yeah, awesome. I love that Horde symbol on there. Right, you can just see, and then, of course, he has a holder in the back for the weapon. We'll set that up when we put it back on. It's real soft and flexible like most of them. Then moving back to the fur piece, yeah, it just pops right off and doesn't even look like it matters how it goes on. And go this way or that way. That's pretty cool. So take a closer look at that. Pretty neat. Look, yeah, and the way it's all sewed in the material on there. It's just a centerpiece. So let's take a look at the buck and torso with all the armored off for the moment. So yeah, now the head has better articulation. Looks like a typical style Viking He-Man buck, but of course sculpted with all fur now underneath. There's a front and a back, no articulation, so you spin left to right up on the ab cut there. Go forward and back, spin at the waist. Now take a close look at the arms with the fur off. Yeah, it has like stinkor type arms. And go up, down, forward and back, bicep swivel. Let's see, bend. Okay, all the way in the elbow. We got two black bracers on each arm. Obviously, they're both the same, and they look like. See, it looks like they can come off, but mine again are glued on. So it looks, it's with a little peg, like a. Are they? Yeah, they're not part of the sculpt. Looks like if you want to take them off, you could. But once again, I've seen this with some Masterverse. Once you cut them, sometimes it's just a glue, or it has actually a peg that cuts into the arm. I don't know why they do that. So just making them come off. Doesn't look like. Yeah, this one's not coming off. Neither is this one. But anyway, you can see under the hands that they are separate pieces. And moving back to the hands, so we know that the hands, can spin, go in and out. Yeah, it comes with two closed weapon gripping hands. Hands are awesome looking. To start, and of course, it comes with two additional ones, which we'll take a look at. And then the hands just come off like that if you're not familiar with the peg. Then you also have the nails painted on the hands as well. So let's see, moving back up to the arm. So of course, we got that Horde band logo, which is neat. All right, it's a rubber piece, and that does come off, so that's cool. Just sits up on the bicep, and same thing. You got the, usually go up to the bicep cut. Now this one's all messed up. You got to spin it around, but it's neat that it comes off. It looked like that. You don't want to use it, right? So it just two regular arms without it. So taking everything off, just moving down. It just has a typical, Horde, I guess a new Horde style belt. Kind of like has like a little bat symbol going on there all the way around it. So there's it's not, it's separate, but it's goes over the waist, and typical loincloth, long style loincloth. Got the fur legs. Again, looks something like stinkor as far as articulation with this figure. So you can go all the way out, go forward, back about that far. Has a thigh cut, bend all the way up at the knee, and then spin at the boot. And you got these awesome Horde boots. Of course, you can heat them up, take them off if you wanted to, change it out with He-Man boots or something different. That's what's awesome with the Origins and Masterverse line. Custom options you can do. Got the cool Horde symbols painted on there, which is all part of the sculpt. And then just got a regular, doesn't have just regular foot, and then go up, down, and rock side to side. And here's a quick look with the armor back on at the fur piece. You want to do something like that. I mean, it looks cool. Could be a different version of GRIZZLOR, or he's shaved. So check that out. And now here's a quick look with the fur piece on without the armor. You want to set them up like that. So to do a little mixing and matching, extra parts for you got customizers, you just want to mix it up. This is the Origins GRIZZLOR armor, and it does fit him. Check that out. Pretty well. If you want that wacky yellow color with this symbol, and you got to you can pull the fur, there you go, like that. It does work. It doesn't look bad. You got to adjust it, but yeah, it works pretty cool. And I also threw the Masterverse armored on the Origins GRIZZLOR. You guys want to customize something like that if you had this figure. This is the PowerCon one, by the way, with darker skin. It was the Mattel Creations one with the lighter one. I never got that one because I have two of these actually, but you want to check something like that out. It does work. And to have a little more fun, check that out. The Origins GRIZZLOR head fits perfect on this body because of the ball peg. It looks pretty cool. Never mind if you have the Mattel Creations one that matches the skin with that face. But either way, it works because it's, the darker tone does match the loincloth or the fur. It looks pretty cool. Articulates. I like it. And of course, here's the Masterverse head on the Origins GRIZZLOR body. Also works good. Fits. Rotates all around. He looks like the Wolfman or something with this type of head and body. So moving on as far as GRIZZLOR's accessories, we get two additional hands. Get a complete closed punching fist that goes on the right side, and then like a claw grabbing or a palm hand for the right. And we get this awesome crossbow, kind of similar to Horde Axe, as I said earlier, but done in a green color. Got this energy effect, I guess it is. And then look at the face paint there with that eye. Wow. And then for his last accessory, he also comes with this really cool axe. It's all, done in like a metallic silver color, and then also has that Horde bat symbol on both sides. And with the axe, too, you can store it in the back on this chest armor like that. So, of course, let's set GRIZZLOR up with his weapons. We'll put the axe in the right hand. And the hands they are kind of hard, but just bend the fingers out, and they seem like they work okay. And then we'll clip the crossbow on the left hand. Doesn't matter now, I think. If you want to clip it on the forearm, seems to pop off. Maybe on the bracer works a little better. Yeah, it seems like hold it better like that. I guess you can use his hand, turn it around, hold it upright. And here's a look with GRIZZLOR all weaponed up. Right, crossbow on the left hand, axe in the right. Put it whatever hands, switch them around. But check that out. Looks great. And here's a quick look at comparison with all 4 figures, or what Evil Horde figures we have out up to date so far. As far as the Masterverse, we have Hordak, GRIZZLOR, Caster, and Shadow Weaver. So that's pretty much my review with the new Masterverse GRIZZLOR. Yeah, I think he came out perfect for this Masterverse line. His just the way they took that Filmation inspiration and designed it like that. Gave us fur, the new crossbow, the axe, his articulation, and what's neat is you can swap parts out with the Origins GRIZZLOR if you wanted to, and they work perfect, I think. So hopefully to answer all you guys' questions. I appreciate everybody watching, and until next time, take care.